So guys, this video, whatever I'm doing is to give back to whatever I've learned from YouTube. So I learned a lot of things about cars and all that, component speaker, coaxial speakers and all that stuff, right? So basically I didn't know anything. So whatever I learned, I just want to share my experience and then give you like what I have installed and all that. So this is especially for people who are not from metro cities, like if you're from Delhi, Mumbai, and other big places, so probably you will get all these accessories installed in your local shop. So I'm talking about small cities, right? Like Mysore, Mangalore, could be any other place, or these two is something that come to my mind. So when you are from a tier 2 cities, right? So what happens is you go to a local store guy and ask for accessories to be installed. So the quotes are humongously high, so expensive, very expensive, and there's no, I mean there are no other players also. Like if you say that can you reduce or whatever, right? They'll say that no, that is the best that we can do. So I'm not sure why that culture has come up. The prices are too high. Like for example, Sony XAV 8000, if you ask and go and ask your local guy, he will minimum quote you around 33,000, 34,000 rupees and all. So if you get it from Delhi, you will get it from 26,000 or max 27,500, including the frame. And let's say you give him around 3,000, like let's say 2 to 3,000 rupees for installation. Okay, 30k should be the max price. But with installation, when you ask these local stores, they quote 34k, 35k for the same system. So that's why I felt like we have to do a proper research and get it installed in the local guy. Probably pay him the overhead charges, but get the quality stuff from outside. That's why I wanted to share, as I told right there. Okay guys, the first accessory that I installed is the parcel tray. So this is the Hyundai Genuine parcel tray. So the price for this was actually the MRP is I think 1.9k. So but the showroom guys took 2,000 rupees. I am not sure why they overcharged me for 100 rupees, but seeing what other people are getting charged for this parcel tray, I think I am okay with this. So this is genuine Hyundai. There's no installation, not much of an installation in this. They just have to plug in this one, and they just have to put this in the hook, and I think that's it. I think parcel tray is something that is useful. So I thought, like, let me put this out. So I will. So what I'll do is I'll try to cover the exterior accessories first, and then I'll go into the interior ones. So the next one is the chrome handles. So this I got it from Delhi. So I'll put the dealer's detail at the bottom. So chrome handles is something that I installed, and then roof rails. The roof rails I installed it locally. So this is not like this is not the genuine one. It's a local roof rail. So this costed me around 2,800 rupees. So there are a lot of roof rails available. The same roof rail is getting sold in multiple prices actually. So I thought 2.8 is still okay for. I know it's not the genuine one, but I think it's okay for me actually. So the genuine costs around 7,000. So this is okay for me as well. Okay. So let me take you to the inside. So the next one is the fog lamps. So this I installed it in the Hyundai dealer shop itself. So I will put the cost. It costed me approximately around 3,300 or something. I will put the exact cost in the I'll put a screenshot of that. So fog lamps. So I think these are really useful because here it rains a lot. So I thought this will add value, for even though the pricing was there. There are a lot of and some people are actually changing this halogen to LED. But I intend to keep it the original way because I feel that fog lamps are supposed to be used only during the fogs. So also interesting thing that I'm going to say is, typically when you go and ask for fog lamp installation, right? So they will actually try to give the settings to the parking light. Okay, when you ask for a fog lamp installation, most of the dealers, what they're doing is they will just say that, okay, we'll install it, and they'll say that we will give the connection to parking. So what they mean is basically when you switch this on, right? So I think something, so when it is in this state, so they want us to use the fog lamp, which beats the purpose. So for my requirement, since the headlights are not that great, so I wanted to use both the headlight as well as the fog lights. So what I asked them is, give me a separate switch, which will be which will work when this ignition gets turned on. Okay, and then there's a provide a switch. I think this is pretty normal nowadays. I think now people are getting educated, and so this is a switch installation. So this is something really useful when you guys go for asking for a fog light. Ensure that you ask for a separate the switch on switch. Okay, so let me come to the next component. So since we are done with the fog light, okay, so the next is the system. So basically I just want to keep this video candid and want to show you my perspective of why I went with Sony XAV 8000. So initially I was in the just looking at what options are available. So Androids are good. I don't have any issues with Android. So you get, but in that I had shortlisted. You get a lot of Androids when you go to local. I mean, all are coming. Like when I checked with couple of local sources here. So, anyways, most of the Android things are coming from the same factory from China, is what everyone told me. Just that they are putting different labeling and selling it off. And also, I was not sure on the durability of those. When I actually started pushing the dealers, and then when I went with Sony XAV 8000, then when I asked him how are your local Chinese things are working out for people who you have sold, right? So he had a very, he said that I shouldn't have done that. I am under the loss, because he is getting this from dealers, and then from Delhi dealers or from different sources, and then he is actually he has given the customer, and there will be probably 1 year warranty or something like that, or 2 years warranty. I'm not sure. So what happens is, most of the times these Chinese ones will have one or the other issues, and he has to ship it back to Delhi, and then during the shipping process the screen got broke, and end of the day the local shop guy was under the loss. So he was saying that I shouldn't have done this. So guys, if you're going with, I would recommend, if you're going with Android, go with Blowpunk Key Largo. So that's a reputed one, and so issue can happen even in Sony XAV 8000. I'm not saying that it will not happen at all, and it can happen in Blowpunk as well. So, but the chances and the probabilities of them happening are little lesser, right? Like it's a kind of, so that was the conclusion, that why I shortlisted Blowpunk and Sony. So now next, coming to the why I picked Sony is, all I needed was a basic a system with a touch screen and with a good music system without putting amplifiers. And because the one advantage with Sony is it comes with inbuilt amplifier, and the sound is too good. In fact, I can't even put the volume more than the half of whatever they have the maximum limit, right? So that's what I felt. So if you're going with Blowpunk, if you're a sound freak, you have to install an amplifier, and the wiring thing has to happen, and if the wires are not proper, there will be noise and all that external factors are there. So that's why I stuck with Sony XAV 8000. The advantage of Android is right, like you can actually use maps and all that in your system. So all I needed was maps and YouTube, right? These two were the major point that I wanted. But map usability in Blowpunk also is not kind of very user friendly, is what I had seen couple of reviews on that. So then I thought, the issue is that there will be lag. If you're in urgency or anything, right, you end up using your phone, which beats the whole purpose of your having it in your system. So that's the reason I didn't go. So when I say user flexibility, the touch or whatever, right? Like touch will be good. Only thing is the way it loads the map, or like it'll take a couple of seconds or something. So if you have a predestined, or like previously if you have gone or saved, I think those are the destinations where I think Blopunk and all will work out well, or else you'll end up using your phone, which beats the purpose. So maps in here in so one more thing in Sony XAV 8000 is even though sound clarity is good, amplifier is good, I mean inbuilt amplifier is good, there is I mean it's not an Android, right? Like you will have to connect your there's no wireless Android Auto also, so you would have to connect through the wire, USB wire, right? So right now for me I am using, so this is the setup that the local guy gave. I was not happy with the kind of the shabby work. He drilled a hole here without giving a proper USB slot. So I thought it's okay. I'll figure it out later. So anyways, so this so you connect this and Android Auto, and even your Apple CarPlay will play that. Android Auto personal experiences, it's good. There's no issues at all. Maps, I can use it easily, and I feel it's good. But YouTube, I would want to say that Sony XAV 8000, like if you're picking this, YouTube videos, you can't play it. I mean, you can play it, but I was not happy with the display. So if you are a big fan of playing videos on your system, right? Like this is not the. I mean, I wouldn't recommend this one. If you are a guy who would like to just sit, I mean, if you want travel and you just want to listen to quality music and without seeing a lot of videos on your screen, I think then this is good. So this is a best in class with the sound in mind. And Blopunk, you could say it's an all-rounder which has its own advantages and it has disadvantages, but it covers a bigger umbrella. Just because I bought Sony XAV 8000, I don't want to say that this is the best one. So this is the priciest for sure compared to Blopunk. Blopunk I think comes around 21k or something like that with frame. So this one comes at around it depends. So the local players here, they are looting people, okay, right? Like when you're coming from a tier 2 city, when you go and ask for a local guy, right? Like you ask, I want to install Sony XAV, then most of the times you would hear that the cost will be above 30,000 rupees, 33,000. So I got it from a Delhi dealer, as I was saying. Later I will put the prices. So I got it at a reasonable price. Plus you would have to get a frame here, right? Like this frame, outer frame, right? Or else it will come out and it will not look. I mean, it will be very evident that you have put an aftermarket, because it'll pop out like this. And with this frame, I think it and the fitting also is pretty neat here. So that's the reason I went with this one. So the frame itself will, I mean, like they cost around 1,500 or something like that, or some people will include that and give you the final price. So that is that. I mean, this is about the player. And next to our the speaker, right? Like so I have installed Infinity reference in the front component with obviously with the tweeter placed here. And rear side I have put coaxial. I didn't want to cut the door rear side, so that's the reason I have not installed a component. The components are really awesome. I mean, especially with combining with Sony XAV 8000, I think the sound, there's no question about sound. So I mean, clarity of sound is awesome. So that's it. Yeah, and I have done damping. So I have got vibro filter damping sheets. And then I have put double layer damping. Actually, it's like 1.5 basically. I had got around 8 sheets, and it wasn't completely double layer. So a lot of people recommended that don't go with a double layer, single layer is enough. So I thought let me do it, and then my 8 sheets I got it, and I think it was okay. I believe it was touch and go with the double layer damping. If you have budget, I think you can go with 10 sheets. I think that will be more 9 or 10 sheets would be I think recommended one. And they're expensive as well. So each sheet will cost around 800 or 600 or based on the quality that you are going, right? So that is always there. Yeah. And the next item is for this, right? We don't get a reverse camera, obviously. Right? I mean, a reverse camera. I got it from Blowpunk DH05, which has moving guidelines. So that was the latest in the market. I think it is still now in terms of the model, right? Earlier it was DH03 and 04, and now 05. 05 has a moving guideline, so probably I'll show it how it works later. And for your speaker installation, I got two rain guards. So it's just like a circular this one. So so that is something that I installed. And then sockets also you would have to get it separately, because these local players will actually try to cut it and put it in the wire. So you have to explicitly say that I need a couple of fittings. And then steering mounted controls. So this is not genuine. I knew this was not genuine, but you can easily make out this is not genuine, because behind there was no Hyundai and Kia, this one. And here also you can see this part. If you closely observe, this part in genuine is in black, actually, the inner this one. I think this is always silverish actually, but only thing is here, right inside, this part is actually black. So that is one way to distinguish. And I knew that it was duplicate, and I was like, okay, it's fine. I know that he's not cheating, and I told him, and he was like, okay, it is. If you want, you can install, and if not, you can leave it. Then removing steering and all that. Like initially, I thought, like, let me leave it. And there are not many local players who have genuine Hyundai, so I thought, well, okay, it's fine. Let me use it, and till the time it comes, and then it's fine. So this is the steering mounted controls, and then the story of the steering mounted controls. And next I have installed rain visor. So this I got it from genuine Hyundai. So these are, I think these are useful, especially if you are, if it rains, right? So this it is little dirty right now because it had rained yesterday, and I had put cover. So these are good value add if you are staying in a place which rains a lot. So right, so next is rain visors, and then system installation cost also is extra. So what I did was I got all the stuff from a Delhi dealer, and then I installed it locally, as I said, right? So system installation, obviously it took around, he overcharged me. He took around 3,800 rupees, which is way expensive. It should have been around 1,500 to 2,000, but I checked with like around 5 to 10 shops, and all of them were quoting the similar price. The moment when I said double layer damping, right, they were kind of, the labor work is expensive in the place that I stay. So that's where the most of the people started like giving higher quotes. And then I have installed 70 mat. You can check out my channel. I have posted a video on that. So that also I got it from a Delhi dealer. And then I have got a tire inflator, which is, couldn't say that it's an accessory, but I thought let me have it. And tire inflator, I got it 70 MIs. I got it from Next Digitron online site. So got it for 2,500, which is good in emergency. And then I think that's it. And then so recently I have put the sunglass holder here. So this I put it from the Hyundai Genuine. So so this is this one. And then and I have changed the lights from so here you get yellow lights, right, like the halogen one. So I have changed this to LEDs, so it looks kind of neat. Even the back here also I have changed to from halogen to LEDs. So these are the major ones. Probably I would have missed couple of other stuffs also. So I will keep you posted on in the next videos, or I'll put it in the description. And I'll put I think in the next section you will see an attached with rates, right, whatever I got. And also I have put some comments saying that some of them are overhead charges, right? Like when you get all this from Delhi, obviously you will have to pay the courier charges and stuff. So that was little expensive. Courier was not like 1,700 rupees, which was okay for the stuff that I got. I got like around 18 kgs or something, majorly because of the damping sheets. So and system installation was expensive, as I told earlier. Yeah, and one more thing is like the antenna wire, right? Like when you're installing the system, so Hyundai has given wire till only here. So don't be surprised if your local guy says that I'll put extra wiring and he will charge you more. So just be aware of that. So yeah, I think it's a long video. Sorry for that. Yeah, thanks.